One. All right, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Arcana of Alstaria. I believe we are on episode 7, I think. I'm starting to lose track. I have to keep going back to check on what episode we're actually on for streaming, which is good news for us. So, a couple updates. We did some fun stuff to our table, so if our audio sounds a little bit weird, we're readjusting because everything got unplugged and moved around, and easier and more clean for the players as we continue to evolve. We also are starting a little bit late our time, and it's going to be a bit of a shorter session today, which is also okay. Thank you to my players for showing up this late and giving me a couple hours of your time late before Monday. I know some of you have tomorrow off, but outside of that, we're going to kick off. Oh, I'm trying to remember to do this. If you're watching this, please take a second to like and subscribe. We just learned how to stream to YouTube and Twitch at the same time. Either of those is great. We'd love to have you subscribe to either of those and take a check at our other videos. We stream every Sunday and most Thursdays unless something happens. With that, we're going to kick off and go round table. I'm going to call on everybody. Please say who you are, who your player is, and then what you can remember, maybe from your player's perspective. Anybody? Any volunteer?
I'm Luke. I play Sir Ben. We successfully found our way to the Temple of the Red Knight. I retrieved the cloak that I had sought out to get. Saw and met with my patron.
Mm-hmm.
We left the temple by hang glider, finished the trail through the mountains, skipped over the castle that still has the vampire trapped in it by using the hang gliders to just fly off the cliffside down the forest.
Right.
Made our way to Darkfen, and I think our companion is about to be arrested.
Yeah, that's part of the gist, and yeah, you left, if you remember correctly, some runes on your left arm.
Yep.
Okay. From your patron.
Alright, I'm John. I play Fizzle Boom Pop, and
We just had a debate about this.
right, we just had to have a clarification.
Powwow.
So his name is Fizzle, last name Boom Pop.
No hyphen.
No hyphen. So all we did last session, summed up very shortly, is we killed a Death Knight and some goblins, traveled through the cold mountains in a temple full of traps, Ben found a cloak, and then we left by hang glider to Darkfen.
Yeah.
I know there's a little bit shenanigans with the cold and the blizzard, but I think Phil
You're
can
gonna leave.
enlighten us on that.
Yeah. Hey, Rittz!
Hi, I'm Phil.
He also got a lecture on his mic. So he's trying to lean in now.
As far as I remember, I got lost in a blizzard.
Just a little bit.
I got daggered by a friend.
Yes.
Let's see, what else? We got to the forest after hang gliding and whatnot. We went through.
Mm-hmm.
We debated on which path we'd go, if we were going straight to the city and for a minute.
Yep.
And then I walked away and I was being arrested.
Yes, he did. He got up right when the story was taken off to let him know that.
Or in the process of being arrested.
Process of being arrested. That's an important point. And we're missing 2 of our players, so we're going to skip one and head straight to the next, and then the other one's also missing.
So I'm Deidre. I play Milicent of the East, and she has recently joined this group after feeding the skeleton knight. They asked if she would join, and she did, so she traveled with them on this last trip to the temple and helped most of them through their traps and keeping them alive because she's a cleric.
Yes.
And
was able to detect some traps. That was helpful.
yeah.
Ish.
And
before
then-
people ran off.
That's right. Ben was surrounded
Yeah.
by traps.
Yes.
You're like, stop.
Stop.
Don't
I was the
move.
first person to figure it out.
I think I figured it out by falling into the traps. So, I mean,
Yeah, you got speared.
Yeah. And so, yeah, now we're in Darkfin and ready for Rittz, who has just been told he's about to be arrested. Dun, dun, dun.
Yes.
Scandal.
It is quite scandalous. So, with that said, my players did a great job today at remembering pretty much everything that happened last session. They were able to finish up the fight. They were able to continue towards the temple, and then were provided a quick exit down the mountainside. I don't think there's any more notables that I want to touch on. So, with that, we're going to kick off. And normally I write my notes now, but I texted them to myself because I was writing notes for this session while I was at a thing. So we're going to start the session. We've entered in from the east gates of Darkfen, and you saw some guards kind of looking at you, and you made your way maybe 20 paces into Darkfen itself when you're surrounded, and particularly one of the guards called out and said, "You, Rittz, you are under arrest."
Oh, this was like right after someone announced that we were champions of Hammerfell, huh?
I think I walked in. I was
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, you started.
"We're the
Hey,
champions
hey.
of Hammerfell. Like, we're here. We've arrived."
And immediately, guards start pouring out from left and right of you.
What did Stormy
and
do when you were behind them?
Shout out to Stormy.
Yeah.
You have about 10 guards that surround you on your left side. You have about 10 guards that pour out and surround you on the right side. The gate that you passed through had 2 little boxes for like guards to also sit in. You have about 5 surround you from the back, and then you see marching down not too far, within 10 seconds, there's going to be another 10 in your front.
This bullshit.
What's the meaning of this? Whoever is in the front of the pact, I want to address them.
Yeah, so most of the guards are drow, and actually the drow guards are more leather garbed. It's not like you would expect to see in Dunrust with high elves, where you saw kind of a paladin-esque with a mage-looking-esque kind of group of 3, if you recall. This is the rebels, so they're not in shining armor. A lot of them are drow. They are in leather garb, and you have some other mixed races in here as well. There's a few tieflings in this guard, a couple wood elves. You spot a human as well, but the majority are drow, because Darkfen is the drow city. The one speaking to you does have armor on, but it's half leather, half metallic and silver, and you can see from the purple tone of his skin, more purple than gray tone of his skin, that he is also drow. Has a red feather sticking up out of his cap of his helm, but you can't see past the visor because it's the dotted visor.
Okay.
Looks like the honeycomb type eye slit, so you just see the bottom half of his mouth.
What's the meaning of this?
Well, you can discuss that with us pleasantly once we arrive at the jail with our friend here.
What business does he have that you need to address?
I'm afraid all your questions can be answered at the jail.
And this is how you welcome the champions of Hammerfell?
We have not heard of champions of Hammerfell.
Then why are you trying to attack us as soon as we announce that?
I have no clue who you are. We're after this one.
I'm I'm gonna approach Rittz, and I'm gonna approach your backside, like off your left shoulder, and I'm just gonna whisper, I think it's easiest if you go quiet, and I think it's better if I hold on to that. And I'm gonna put one hand on his wrist to put it like behind his back. I'm gonna put the other hand on the sword of the like legendary sword.
Would you like know that I was going for my sword?
Hey.
And I'll whisper in, just go quietly. We'll get you out after. But I'd rather they not hold on to this. I'd rather we keep it for ourselves. And I'll go to draw your sword. I don't know what you do. Like draw your sword to put into, as I'm doing it, like trying to pull it out of his hilt and straight into the bag of holding.
As they see you do this, they
Straight
start.
into the bag of
Yeah,
holding.
they see you do this.
Yeah.
Which looks like you're disarming him for the party, and a bunch of them move in and surround you. So about 5 or 6 of them are on you pretty much in an instant.
Mhm.
They've got manacles. They kind of push you off back
Okay.
pretty
As I'm
forcefully.
Push
And-
back. I'll
Does
yell,
he get the sword?
That's a good question.
Do you let him?
yeah.
Yeah,
It's up to you.
go ahead and roll sleight of hand.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
What do you want? Both?
Sleight of hand.
Both of us?
No.
Natural one.
Oh no!
Good start. Good start.
Good luck, Lucas.
Can I assist? Just by I was going to grab my sword.
It doesn't even have to be like stealthily. I'm just trying to pull his sword out. And
I get
was
that.
literally
put it
gonna
in-
grab it.
Man.
Put his other hand behind, like I'm putting.
This
it
is
in
what
an
happens
armbar.
when you roll nat 20 before the game.
All right.
Dang.
Used up all the juice.
Give me 1 second, guys, because this is already starting off ridiculous.
You didn't want us to do this.
No, I love the direction it's going. The roll sucked.
Now I'm backstage headset, so I'm like freaking
Cordless.
Yeah. Yeah. That part's really nice.
What would it take to
Um,
take the leader under a knife?
I need you to. You want the leader hasn't approached you. There's about
the
6
first
guards.
one that got to me.
There's about 6
So
of them.
he's
He's
about to
getting
get
arrested.
arrested.
He's
Oh, that's
behind
right.
me.
I'm trying to
He's
disarm
behind
him.
me. They're
I'm behind
moving-
him trying
He's
to
trying
pull
to
his
disarm
sword
him
out
and,
and
moving
like put him in
him
an
away.
armbar at the same time.
He and I
like,
were
just
basically
play
asking,
along.
what the heck?
like,
I
it's
want to
just
know
like-
what it would
they're
take
like,
for
we just
me
want him.
to grab the first one and put him under my knife.
God damn it.
Oh, come on. He's just said go peacefully.
We're not there yet.
I need you to roll before I
There's
can
no
determine what he's
peacefully
doing.
when it involves-
True with Ritz.
It's
He's
going to
going
be
out
a
swinging.
deck saving. Because it's high pressure. So
High pressure. All right,
Yeah.
that's fine. I got plus 12.
Not like a grapple attack.
I still roll like shit. I got a 14.
14. Okay.
I rolled a 2.
Hey, Luke, will you roll a D100 for me?
I don't want to put him under my knife.
No, I know. But
62.
62. Okay.
It's been nice knowing you. At least it's not me dying. No, I'm kidding.
I went to tell him, I said, please don't kill him. Kill me before my mini-thing gets here.
I know now what's it's going to happen.
How does this play out?
Yes.
Yes.
Now that I've had time to think about the rolls that have just happened. This is what happens.
I love you.
Ben goes to grab the sword without, like,
Should've rolled.
properly holding the wrist. So, as you do that, Rittz jerks out of your grip
Yeah.
and grabs a dagger from his left hand as you go to grab the sword. And as you grab the sword, you end up having to, like, because he lurches forward,
Yeah.
hold on to it like this,
Yeah.
and you're on the hilt, and you end up pulling it out like this, backwards. The hilt hits one of the guards. They club you on the back of the head almost
Yeah.
instantly for hitting them.
Fair enough.
You drop unconscious.
Unconscious.
Hold
Unconscious.
on. Ben
What'd you-
does or
Nat 1 on this one?
Right.
Ben,
Ben drops. Ooh.
your dagger attack doesn't, because of being held back
Don't we get hit
by
points
the
on
sword.
What about my
Yeah. What
stealth?
damage are we talking
there's
You're
certain spots of the
you're
neck
kind
where
of
they hit
jerked like this, and so the dagger doesn't reach its mark, and actually, as you're flying by, somebody manacles you right then and there, snaps it closed, and then proceeds
Should've
to.
listened.
You can make a strength check if you want to.
I fucking strength check. Oh, okay. 9.
Hey.
It takes about 5 of the guards to restrain you. The 6th one is standing over Ben. Is anybody else making a movement,
Can
or are
I
you
go grab
standing
the
still?
sword that Ben dropped?
Yeah, it's
Getting
clattered
forwards?
on the
Probably.
the ground.
Grabbing it, storing it away. real
Storing
quick.
it- storing it
Super
away.
quick.
Okay.
I feel like at this point I'm just looking at this going, what the hell?
You have Rittz that's picked up now by both arms and is in the air, feet dangling.
Yeah.
Can I?
And he's a 6-foot character, so these guards are like hoisting him underneath his shoulders.
You want to help me with him?
Yeah, yeah. I'll come help you with
With a 6-foot human.
Oh, sorry,
No, I'm not-
sorry, Ritz. You're
Yeah.
being hoisted.
Yeah,
by,
I was saying.
Yeah.
No, they're trying to pick me up.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Go pick up Ben.
You're gonna
I'm
pick up.
5'6". Oh, 5'10". 5'10".
Like
5'10",
in plate
yeah.
armor or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He
Okay.
is.
Well,
You're gonna attempt to move him.
trying to hold you up.
Why don't you just make it? Bring him back.
Why
to
doesn't
conscious.
somebody just heal him?
I know that's what I was gonna say. Why don't I just heal him? Wake him back up. What do I want to cast here?
Well, this seems fair.
I'm gonna cast Healing Word on Ben.
Okay. Go ahead.
I don't think I have any damage.
You were just knocked unconscious.
Yeah.
Yep.
Is that enough to awaken him, or?
Yeah. You wake up with one of the worst headaches that you've had because you didn't even have time to recover from this type of blow. So
Get your feet underneath you, and we gotta go follow Ritz.
you're
Help me out.
you're
We'll be
disoriented.
fine. Just go into the jail. We'll get there.
All your rolls for the next
How far away from the jail is it?
2
They're hoisting me up
hours
from my arm, right?
in game, 2 hours in game, are going to be at disadvantage.
Okay.
Wait, why?
Can I heal him so that they're not?
He's just out of it. Like
Oh,
there's
okay,
not.
gotcha.
He got concussed.
Isn't there like a
But at least we're
dazed
not carrying
condition?
him. Oh yeah, is that a condition?
Concussed, yeah, there it is. Be funny if concussed was one.
What's that, Ritz?
How far away is the jail?
It's about 10 minutes.
And they're just holding me by my arms?
They're holding you by your arms, which are manacled in front of you, but they're
Well-
hoisting you underneath.
Well, let's go follow Ritz, y'all. I'll try to
Yeah.
get everyone to like follow everyone. Ritz to the jailhouse.
Everything's super slow for thought coming towards you. You're just like, what?
Can I try to get free?
You can
I'm following
attempt to
Fizzle right
once
Okay.
in that time.
I'm gonna
What do you
cast.
want me to roll?
Oh, wait.
That's going to be your choice. No, it's going to be athletics.
Okay. $18.
That's a good roll, but not hitting my check.
Oh!
What was your check?
25.
Ah,
Wow!
it's just
You're
for
restrained by 5 or 6 guards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And being
Man.
hoisted already. You try and about halfway through, and then you feel 2 spears touch like the shoulder blades of you behind you, and that kind of
I was penetrated by a dagger not too long ago. I didn't think
Yeah,
the
and-
spears would have bothered me.
you make your way not so casually to the jail. Everybody's stopping to watch this procession. How are you feeling?
I don't know.
You doing it?
Head hurts.
Your head hurts? Okay. You guys doing anything?
I'm following Fizzle as up to the jail, following behind.
You have some guards falling behind you, but they're not like poking, prodding, shoving, anything like that. But it's implied that they want you to come to, not necessarily arrest. Like,
Oh yeah, we're compliant. We're
oh,
going
okay.
with them. We're going to the jailhouse.
Yeah, it takes about 10 minutes. You see quick flash of movement from Rittz up ahead. He's surrounded by a good procession of guards. You're not stopped. You see a lot of people like walking down alleyways, see the procession, go, nope, turn around and walk away. Not something that they're interested in engaging in. And you make your way to so every building in Darkfen is of wood structure and like a dark oak. So it is, or like a Purple Heart type situation where it is purple or dark. We talked about how the lighting in Darkmere Forest is by mushroom light. You have high canopies, kind of like Lialabran Forest, where the canopies are really large. It is more dense in the Darkmere Forest. You also notice a lot of poverty along the way, and the jail is kind of central in kind of what you guys have spent enough time now in the cities to understand that the slum is kind of where the jail is situated. The pathway gets pretty muddy from the rain that happens in this this area. And you make your way inside the jail. It immediately is apparent that the jail used to be a mine because you can smell sulfur from way, like, before you even get inside. And as soon as you enter, go ahead and roll perception for me. How about that, everybody?
12.
Okay.
27.
All right.
16.
Okay.
24.
Okay. Anybody above 15?
Where's perception? Is it this one?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
7.
7. You can't see.
Oh, I probably just not paid attention.
Yeah, the guards have got you locked and
Oh,
and
9.
Perception. I was like, it's +5.
the guards are blocking your view. Just short shot for you.
For both of us, yeah.
Yeah, for both of you. But for the others that are more observant, you notice almost as soon as you enter inside this large leaky shack, you would almost call it, immediately there's a chain and there's a hole that goes down, and that's where the smell is emanating, a sulfur smell. And around it is a circular chain that like keeps you from falling in, and you can see one jailer hoisting this metal chain, and at the end of it is a hook.
What's down there?
None of the guards speak to you.
You better not lay that hook on him. I was going to say don't put your finger on him, but they're already manhandling him, so...
Yeah.
What's the idea with that hook?
They're not talking. They're not very nice.
You said you would tell us why you have him now that he's in jail.
Well, he's not in the jail yet.
Semantics.
You guys can go to the waiting room and just
Waiting room?
further on in. You see the guard with the red feather cap points to. Actually, it looks like a nice kitchen area. You see a couple guards milling about. You can smell some food over in that way.
Do we see jail cells?
No, you see this hole and a hook.
And the hook.
Yeah.
That's not
And you're
very-
saying, and they said that he's not in jail,
jail
yet. So does that mean the hook is jail?
Well,
They're gonna
you
lower-
get lowered
Yeah.
down into.
They're going to put him in the pit of sulfur smell.
Is it a giant worm?
I've been to hell.
True.
I'm
True.
not gonna
This
like how
isn't-
he smells after
This is
this.
nothing. Yeah. So the guard kind of points off to the left room that you guys can enter into, but a lot of the procession of other guards kind of wall off Rittz, and immediately Rittz, you're disarmed. They take everything off of you, including your cloak, and you're basically left in trousers, and they allow you to keep your socks.
Oh, that's nice of them.
Yeah.
But they're gonna be wet.
Yeah, socks and trousers. Yep.
Guarantee his safety. we will happily go to the kitchen to wait.
This is Darkfin. Nothing's safe here.
Are you safe? Is he safe from you? Is what I'm asking.
Oh yes, most assuredly. We are here to keep him from getting out.
Sounds familiar.
And you see, as he is like wrapped, his arms are held up like this, and he's wrapped with a strap, and on the back of it is a loop.
So he really is going down the hook.
Yeah, but they're not going to hook him through him.
No,
I was just making sure they're not going to hurt him.
no.
All right.
So it sounds like the cells are somewhere down the wherever that hook's
Down that pit. Yeah. I guess we got to wait unless if you want to take on these guards.
So is the jail cell somewhere down there?
Yes, that's where the cells are.
Visualizing the just the book they start off the deck.
So he did
Pictures,
say-
it's a gaff hook through his buddy's shoulder because he goes overboard.
Oh, gosh.
Ouch.
I don't know. They read it to us in 6th grade. That's all I read. It was a school
Alaska.
book.
Jesus. Another
It's
weird
like
stuff.
the
Savage
It's
Alaska.
like if somebody falls over into the water and his
Yeah.
buddy like uses a gaff hook to his shoulder to like pull him back on.
Quick, hold on to this.
I can't remember.
Got
the
you.
book.
Ouch.
Thanks, buddy.
So he did just say that the jail cells are down there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I guess we have to wait to hear how we can fix this.
Yeah. He has been holding out his arm towards the kitchen for a while now.
I'm a harumph and just begrudgingly stomp off
Yeah.
in that area or towards that direction.
I will too, so we can maybe huddle our
What's
heads.
your passive perception?
Passive is 16.
Okay. You do hear one of the guards kind of snickers. You kind of hooty tooty and go, "That's an angry dwarf."
I perceive that.
Yeah, you perceive that.
Look at him. I'm a rock gnome, damn it. Just keep on going.
Could you tell that he was a rock gnome? He turns to the guard. The guard's like, I don't know. He's short. He just points towards the kitchen.
Can I kind of, while in the midst of them, kind of try to almost fade out because I have my elven cloak on, and then just kind of stealthily find a nook to stay?
I'll allow you to roll for it.
Stealth?
Yep.
Dirty 20.
Okay. No. Too many guards. The lanterns everywhere. There's not a dark
Wait,
corner.
I have advantage. 28.
Nope.
Ouch.
So you find that there's almost opportunities, but with how small the top of this guard building is, there's not a place to really stand alone that's not noticeable, with the guards filled in at this point. And at this point, as Fizzle enters the kitchen, you guys pass through, and you can see through gaps of the guards that the hook is put in the loop. He's hoisted up, and you see him suspended over the hole.
Where's my stuff going?
It's with one of the guards.
Are they keeping it?
You don't know.
Could I have asked?
I mean, you're not gagged.
Is my stuff going to my companions there?
We will hold and detain your items,
Why?
because that's what guards do.
That's just more storage you guys have to have.
Yeah.
They're all right there. Just hand it to them.
That sounds oddly suspicious. I think we'll keep it.
All right, take up your storage space.
I think we will. And you hear somebody hit a lever, and you were dropped about 5 feet before it, like, and then it goes slower as reduction gears happen, and you kind of just, but the hole is black. You don't see, and you guys
Can't
hear.
see?
He's good.
Well, you got dark vision, but I mean,
Oh, they took my shit, so I got it for Ttrpg.
Yeah. So it's about a 10 by 10 width.
The hole?
Yeah, the
That's a
hole.
big ass hole.
Yeah, it is. And you can't see the bottom. You guys hear clanking as the gear or the chain spins through the top of the gearing, and it goes on for a couple minutes before you finally hear it go clunk. And about 5 minutes have passed as you've been escorted to the kitchen now at this point, and guards are standing at the doorway for you guys. We're going to start off with Rittz. You touch ground, and the hook kind of unseats itself from your back loop. And it is pitch black. I understand that you have dark vision, so everything's grayscale for you right now. There's no color, and it is very hazy. You can see maybe towards the north of you a little dim bit of light.
Nothing else.
Nope.
I can't see the ground or.
You can see the ground. Like I said, it's grayscale. It is a shale rock. You can see some movement going on, and you can feel kind of exhaust heat coming out of the earth. So it is not a pleasant temperature.
It's humid and wet.
Yes. And smelly. Does have a certain rotten egg smell.
But I can see movement?
Like steam.
Oh, okay. It still smells like sulfur.
It does smell like sulfur.
Can I hear anything?
You can't.
No breathing?
Nope.
Nothing?
Nothing. It is quiet.
I'll just keep walking towards the faint light, I guess.
Okay. Now we're going to turn back to the party. You guys are seated, and the captain, or who you can assume is the captain with the red cap, comes in and sits down on basically the end bench, motions to the other guards in there, and kind of just arrows at them to get out. And they all clear out.
Well, what's the meaning of this? What has Rittz done to warrant his arrest?
There we go. Well, I'll say this, it's not necessarily him who's done anything, though we do have a track record about some of his nefarious activities in the city.
Like what? We don't have any examples.
I'm not surprised that he hasn't told you about some of his past activities.
Were they all when he was a kid? Because I feel like that should kind of be excused because obviously he didn't grow up with the best influences around, right?
So you are aware of his...
I have no clue what you're talking about. You just made it sound like she was me.
It doesn't matter whether we know about it or not. What's this is out of game question? It's
Galavantar.
Galavantar, and what's the other one's name?
Elvent.
Elvent. It doesn't matter what we know or think of it. Elvent and Galavantar assigned him to our group to help with the cause of winning this war and turning the tides. By arresting him, you're impeding them, and also you're trusting your own judgment above theirs. Because are you saying that they weren't aware of those things? Because I highly doubt that they would have overlooked such things, whatever it is that you claim you did. In fact, they probably knew about it and figured his skills were of use to the war efforts.
All
And that's
this
what we've
from a
been
man
doing.
you smacked on the head.
Who's concussed?
Yeah, and this is
I mean-
this is what we've been doing for the last
A+ level.
how many months? Ever since we left here in Darfin after the conclave, we've been doing nothing but what Elvin and Galavantar have asked of us to improve the war efforts. And in fact, we're pretty close to our goal for them, and we could use without the hindrance, because as you know, the war's
Because
not
your
going in our
rope's not
favor, and we're on a bit of a time-sensitive mission.
You speak like you're a noble.
I'm not. But my family, the family I claim to be a part of, is.
You see him from his satchel on his armor plate on his right side. He pulls out a folder and kind of spreads some papers in front of him. Sir Cries, correct?
Correct.
Since you understand nobility, whether you want to accept it or not, people relating to his bloodline attempted a nefarious crime against one of the nobles here in this town, a major benefactor to the war effort. I'm afraid Gallivanter and Elvin's hands are tied in this matter.
Well, if you would like us to surrender our power and resources, then I guess that's the case. But I don't see you winning the war without our efforts, and our efforts are halted and impeded until he is free and back in our custody.
Do you need something from us?
Ah, some good questions.
Do you need us to do something that technically you're not allowed to do, but we might be able to do for you, but nobody would know because we don't know you?
This is a very good question.
I'm sometimes very good at questions.
He kind of goes like this, and the guards close the kitchen door and walk away. And some of the lights dim. You could go ahead and roll Arcana.
Just Ben?
No, everybody.
I'd like a
Except you.
side mission on what
Except me.
mission I killed my own kind on. I only wrote one mission, which was the one you warned me
7.
about. Was not a drow.
13.
Hey, Luke, can you grab me 2 pomegranates?
Yeah.
John, I'm
You're not
disappointed.
tired?
Guess
Me
he's
too,
not
I rolled a
tired.
2.
Guess he's not tired.
Nah, he looked pretty able-bodied.
Oh, okay.
He's looking like he's full of energy.
He stood up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, he's not looking tired. That's why he's grabbed me some
He
beer.
just gauged it with me. He's just gauging it with me.
Who?
John.
I rolled
Oh.
a 15 for Arcana.
Okay.
13.
He didn't
13.
know if I was going to tell him no.
Yeah.
No one's ever tired. Oh, thank you.
15, 12,
13.
11,
7.
7.
That one.
I rolled a 2.
Guys, I'm not supposed. This is not
I
my
don't have
strong
good Arcana
stat, man.
anyways.
You notice that somebody's magically dampened the room.
Oh yeah, I would totally notice that with all of my magic abilities, but I'm liking it.
Coming from the person.
Well, it just
changing it.
sounds-
No, I know. I just feel like something's off.
Well, it
So
feels more
moist in
silent
here.
in here.
What?
Why is it so moist in here?
Yeah.
Mine is not damp. Anyone else sweating profusely around here?
Hey, what
Is it the
kind
armor?
of skills do you have?
Must be from the mind.
Skills?
Yeah, I don't know.
The soul for sweat.
What kind of skills do you need to be a guard of a jail? Because I can't just be like, I don't know what's the word. Strength skills? It has to be more than that. Unless you just. Do you beat the crap out of everybody?
No.
Okay, good.
Anyhow,
There must be some way to resolve this matter. Maybe a little money could help.
yeah, that's not what I'm interested in.
No, I think
And
he
actually,
needs
that
us.
is a high offense in Darkven trying to bribe a guard.
Yeah, I think it's.
Well, I
we're
mean, a
sneaky,
donation.
sneaky.
No one
Hey.
ever has complained about
That
having
sounds
it
like
in
a
the
bribe
park.
to me.
Well, I never said it.
Coming from
Hey, you should let me do the talking. He actually likes me.
Boom
This is
Pop?
like the one time. He's got. Hey,
Senior
Mr.
Boon Pop to you.
no,
I have a
it says
question.
Boom Pop.
The champion of Hammerfell Boon Pop.
That titles mean nothing here, sir.
I have a
I'll go with
question.
Mr. Boon Pop.
As somebody that does the books, you understand how bad
Bribery
bribes
would
go
look.
on books,
Yeah, that's why we don't put them on the
That's
books.
why we gotta keep them off the
Yeah.
books.
and I don't do that.
I'm the chaotic evil.
No wonder you need help.
Wait, I have a question. You seem to have files there. What's my last name?
Your last name?
Yeah.
Oh, good question.
He got files on you.
He doesn't
You don't know your last name?
No. What's it on there? Maybe
Flicks
I
through.
do know my last name. Did you just say hipster?
No. I don't know what a hipster is.
I don't know either. I thought you said my name is Darling Hipster. That's not true.
Okay, this is why we're all confused on the chat. You're Fizzle Boom.
Well, I didn't name myself. Someone else named me.
Oh, not all of us are confused. But what's the last name you have for me on that file? Does it say Darling as my first name?
It's 2 hours.
How about I
Something
just
else.
take that file?
Nope. He slides it back.
Nope.
No, I'm not. I want to know.
That's nice. That's not why you're here.
Why are we here?
You are very slow on giving information. This is taking way too long.
Somebody appears to have some mental capacities that keeps her asking questions that have no points to them.
There are points. You just don't understand them.
All right, then. Agree to disagree on that one. Anyhow,
I make hand signals to Kira to distract him.
I didn't fix it.
anyhow,
I start doing her
Bathroom?
little
Oh.
jig.
I don't know. I thought I went out the front door, but I don't know.
I thought he went out the front door.
Maybe.
went to make a phone call.
Porch is good enough.
Can I try to sleight of hand
That's
my?
really funny. I didn't fix it and then fixed it.
Oh, what'd you fix?
Your name?
You'll
Can
see
I
it
sleight
when
of
you
hand
chat.
my file?
Okay.
It's cracked now.
Oh, the Fizzle Boom. Boom Pop. Nice. Thank you.
he goes.
There's a comic typo first.
We're gonna turn over to Rittz and Spence out of the room right now.
Okay. I gotta go to the bathroom anyways.
Ritz, as you approach the light at the end of the tunnel,
Wow! Don't go towards the light at the end of the tunnel.
It's
Wow.
never ends.
It's a dim light.
Oh, we got a backup character.
it is a dim light. You open up to a large cavern, and it is blooming hot here. It is a lava field. As you open up, there is stretches of pathways that allow you to walk through this particular cavern, and you see little cubbies carved in the walls, and you see some different prisoners in their different capacities, but it's just a dome shape, and there's lava. You see various skeletal remains that are close to, like, you see half bodies, like somebody's
Am
been
I
pushed
still
into
bound?
it. No, you got the wrappings around you, but your arms and legs are free. You got socks and
I can
trousers.
take I can take the
Yeah,
thing off.
yeah.
So I'm not bound anymore?
No, you're not bound
How
anymore.
the hell did they get me down there without unbinding me?
Gravity.
Yeah, they hooked you.
'Cause I'm just like
Hoisted
this.
you. No, they hooked you on your back from back loop, and your hands and legs were free after that point. They unshackled you
It's like you
and
had
then
a
dropped
vest,
you.
And then
Yeah.
from that vest.
Okay, I didn't understand that, or I would have done something else. Alright.
You're in a dome. You see some figures. It's large. It's probably to the other end if you were to walk.
Are there
Probably
any
take you
fresh
another 10
remains,
minutes.
like fresh bones?
You do see off further a large animal corpse of some sort.
Okay. Can I take off, I don't know, how large?
It looks large in nature.
But like something you could ride?
It looked like it was something that you could ride.
Does it still got flesh on it?
Some.
I'm scared.
Can I want to take his femur off, or not? Yeah, his femur.
Okay.
Like the longest bone out of his
It's gonna
leg.
take you a couple minutes to get to it.
To get to it or get it out?
Get to it.
Okay.
Yeah. It's in the middle of kind of this lava field. So you're gonna.
Go out to the middle of the lava field?
Yeah.
Is it walkable?
Yeah,
Is there
it's
a path?
walkable. Yeah, there's a path. It's just really hot
That's
walking
fine.
through the middle.
Yeah, you got socks.
Yeah, you got socks. Those are turning more ashy at the moment. You approach this corpse, and it is like you weren't given very many picture books as a kid, so you didn't get to reference a lot of bestial natures, but you think this might have been a buffalo.
A buffalo?
Yeah.
Alright.
Half of its carcass is burned. The other part, on its rib cage, has been torn open, and you can see exposed ribs.
So how big is a rib?
Um,
I'm gonna take one of those too.
you say you approach it to go.
I'm gonna take, I'm grabbing tools.
You're gonna okay. So you go to grab rib. Immediately as you do, you see something just shudder out of the rib cage. What are you doing?
Like what? Do I
It's
know what
humanoid. Crazy wild hair.
it is? Old man?
Great. It's a drow. You trying to touch my bill for load? My beef load?
Yes.
I don't know.
Yeah, whatever you call it. I just want the bone.
No, that one's mine.
What do I see when I look at him?
Both of his eyes are blind, but he's looking straight at you.
Okay.
Hair that's almost like statically sticking out the back of his head there. It's
Like-
gray.
Like Rick?
Like who?
Rick and Morty?
Yeah. Okay. I now know what Rick you're talking about. Yes, like that. And then great over eyes. No shirt like you. His socks. You see all of his toes are sticking out the top.
Older,
he's just
younger?
It's hard to guess
Thin?
what age. Yeah,
Like
very
he's
thin.
not eating anything?
Yeah. Well, you see some stains on his mouth.
I'm still taking these bones.
No, my bones.
Well, I'm taking these bones. That's what I'm going to do, so. I'm only telling him once.
Only once.
I'm
Okay.
only telling him once.
Go to reach for him.
I go to reach for him.
He slaps your hand. My bones.
What do I gotta roll to kick him?
An attack action. Unarmed.
Unarmed, yeah, I got your sword.
Did you get the sword, Fizzle?
So, funny story, Ben
12.
dropped it, and then I had to pick it out.
After knocking
12
himself
to
out
hit?
with it.
No, somebody else knocked me.
Oh, somebody else knocked you out.
He hit a
Oh,
guard
you hit a
with
guard
it,
with it. That's right.
and then they hit him back.
He catches. You said kick. He catches your kick like surprisingly like fast. Twists you. Go ahead and make a dex saving throw.
It's gonna get you bones.
He's a little bit nimbler than I thought he was.
There's
23?
Okay. You feel as he wrenches with a unfamiliar like for how wiry and skinny he is. He's strong, and he just twists. And if it weren't for you twisting with the direction that he was going, he would have snapped your leg.
Both hands?
Yeah, he grabbed.
I want to
caught
try and kick him again.
Okay, go ahead and try and kick.
I swear to God, if he's got an AC of like 30, I'm going to be pissed. 15.
Nope. As you are spinning,
You
and
gotta be
go to
kidding me.
heal with your other kick, he like stops moving and he swings out his left hand, smacks you, so you lose your momentum mid-air and fall straight to the ground. And he steps over behind you now and puts his knee on your back. Everything you do with my buffalo goes through me first, and I said no. If you want to survive here, you gotta remember who's king here.
What's his AC?
I don't have to
Would
tell
like
you that.
know?
I want to know because that's.
We're gonna fade back to our other players. So the infraction that has happened is actually to do with his relative against nobility of one Sir Karth. You guys can roll history check if you would like to for some in-lore
like
moment.
80 pounds on it.
That's what you think.
I just asked you what I see.
Mm-hmm. 4.
11.
11. Okay. You get advantage on this one, which I think would.
12.
Okay. 18. Okay.
I won't make a history check.
You're not going to?
Nope.
Okay. Actually, under the players, you remember something from having to sit in your time when Ben might have been going over some books in the forest, outside of when he was, training with Woodstick and stuff. You did occasionally peer into the textbooks that he'd bring with him when he was going through the academy, and Sir Karth is a big embargo shipping company that runs most of the legitimized fleet. Like if people are going to actually ship stuff, it's like AML for us here. It's the legitimized shipping company for most of the everything on the west coast all the way to Hammerfell. It's like the main shipping company. He has aligned himself typically with some underdogs, which has given him a lot of business because he ships to Darkman, he ships all the way to Hammerfell, he ships to Dunrust and Alara. So he hits a lot of major ports and does business with almost everybody. So he's a big dog. His mother, if you're not familiar, is... How do I say this kindly? Well, she's a witch.
Not your wife?
No,
Okay.
definitely not my wife. I don't think I'd touch her with a 10-yard stick, to be honest.
10
Um,
arms stick.
Yes, 10 yards.
Oh, that's
30-foot pole.
wow.
Yep. With that said, she stole something from Lord Karth.
Who?
Lord Karth.
You're not
You're
gonna.
not part of this.
His mother, the witch.
His mother, the witch.
Well, it's perfect. We were on our way to deal with it. Anyways.
I was hoping you'd say something like that, knowing what you know. Our problem revolves around the fact that Lord Karth has stopped funding what little resistance remains for all of his naval activities, which is the only way really right now in and out of Darkven because of this issue.
She has an object that Galavan has asked us to retrieve, from my understanding. So, I think it's a pretty solution. You release him, we head there, we retrieve our object and your object. We return with your object.
I'm afraid
on our way.
it's a little more complicated than that. On her way out, she used a spell that we're not familiar with and turned several of Lord Karth's personal guards into pigs.
Into what?
Well, it's perfect. If anybody knows him better, it's going to be him. So,
We're hoping to hold him to see if it will coax her out of the woods.
Oh, that's funny.
she's a witch. Doesn't give two shits about what her kids do, anything to do with that end. I mean, there's a reason that he has no contact with her, hasn't had contact with her in forever. You could kill him and she would not care, flay him alive. It's his knowledge that is going to help us overcome her in the end.
Well, you speak some true words. I also believe you, in particularly, have some. He flips a little bit, looks at one of his pages. Some details about his other side of his heritage, and if any of her offspring are important to her, he would be.
Look how many people know about my heritage, but me.
Seems like a
Whether or
problem.
not, at the end of the day, our best bet is to confront her and beat her. I mean, the objects that we want to retrieve, she's not going to give up lightly. And if you really believed that throwing her son in the stockade or threatening to hang him in front of an audience would have any effect on her judgment to give up such items, you wouldn't be asking us to do the favor to hunt her down anyways. So, if you want us to go get her, we're going to need his knowledge and his expertise on her. Otherwise, we're walking in blindly, and all you're going to get is more bodies.
Or pigs.
More pigs?
I agree with all of your points. And
Release him into our custody.
I
You
would
need us
like to.
bust him out of jail.
And release him into our custody, and we'll take full responsibility for any actions he commits under them. That means that if he does anything under our custody while we go and retrieve these items from the witch, as well as the pigs, then you hold the group of us responsible.
The problem lies again with Lord Karth on this.
Now, have me look like you, and then we just order him brought back up so that you can talk to him. You're conveniently stashed away somewhere so that when your guards go, hey, what happened? They find you without your armor, and they go, those a-holes, they took him! And then you look like a good guy, we look like bad guys.
I can magically bind him.
Or we could send her down as a spider, she untransforms, he gets into a bag of holding, which he only needs to stay in for, 5 minutes or something like that, as long as he can hold his breath, turns back into a spider, leaves the jail as a spider.
Yeah, but
and
there's
then
still guards down there.
They're gonna kill it. No, they're not. Gods don't go
We
down the
don't
hole.
know
that's
that.
She just said that.
Yeah, he
no
did
gods
just
go
say
down
that.
there.
But there's other people, witnesses, man.
Who cares?
Not for a spider.
We're breaking him out either way.
No one will notice a
Guys, I have
spider.
a special skill set and does not get used, and I'm sad about this.
I feel like if he is left unarmed and they find him like that, they're gonna be on our tail as soon as we leave because he has to come out, right? If we just break him out
But-
quietly without anybody knowing, then they won't know he's gone until he's gone. And if no gods go down there, how are they gonna know he's gone?
I think my only hesitation with your plan is sending her down in a pit full of prisoners by herself.
You haven't known her long enough. I think she can handle herself.
Who?
We can try it.
Besides, he's down there too.
Can I offer some more information?
Oh,
Yeah,
Please.
sure.
Lord Karth is scheduled to be out of his estate tomorrow night. In which case, lessen guards on his estates, and we really can't afford... Look, I know how important your journey is, assigned from Galavantar and Elvent. The problem being that if it even remotely looks like that the guards have done this, Karth pulls all funding.
Well, that's what I'm saying. We leave the jail. She turns into a spider outside the jail, goes back in, goes down. Are your guards really gonna stab a wall spider? Have they ever killed bugs in the jail? Is that their priority?
I will say this. Food is scarce.
A spider.
Have you lived in a lava pit before?
Well, yeah. So
You
the
sent
guards
him to a
shouldn't care,
lava
so
pit?
So they're assuming.
You said it
No.
was safe.
That's what I mean. So the people down there would probably go and eat a spider. Would the guards care about a spider?
The guards won't care, but what if there's a prisoner before Rittz and they eat the spider?
They won't be able to, because she'll transform into a half-orc
Exactly.
while she's down there. There's no prisoners walking around up here.
Whatever you think is best.
Turn back into a half work while I'm in their mouth, you know.
Okay.
Brutal.
That's what I mean.
This is
Yeah.
brutal.
I like it. I mean,
You take a bag of holding, turn into a spider, head down, drop your string down from the top of the hole to the ground, untransform, grab him into the sack, turn back into the spider, up the string, up the wall, out the door. Boom, boom, boom. Do you think your guards would kill a spider? That's the only question.
I don't think so. If they notice something dropping down, in particular coming out of this room, that's another.
Well, no, that's why we would leave. If we came out of this room, then you would be in on it. It would be very obvious.
Yes.
That's what I mean, is we need to all leave. They need to see her leave because they saw her walk in,
Mm-hmm.
and she returns as a spider.
As long as she doesn't get stepped on.
Are you down for this, Thomas?
Sure. Yep.
Do I still have connection to
Let's
my
go
sword?
for it.
That's a good question to ask your sword.
I can't ask my sword. I'm in a dungeon.
You haven't asked anything of your sword.
Does he have my sword? Yes. I have his sword.
I was just curious.
Are you gonna try and talk to
I'm
your
not
sword?
gonna try- No, I was just curious.
Okay. Well,
I was
if
just
you're not gonna
curious to
try,
see what the sword was doing, since it's not in my possession.
Well, you are if you're attuned to it.
we're gonna phase back to Rittz. You're pinned on your back, and at this point, he's got you in an arm bind too, with your hand all flexed out behind your back. Look, I know you're new here, but these are my bones, and this is my food.
I don't want your food.
It looked like you wanted my food.
I just want the bones.
Those are my bones. I will say
Spare
this.
2 bones.
I will say this. I will give you a bone if you go kill somebody for me.
Who?
Oh dear.
Who?
Oh dear. He points, and you can kind of see vaguely in your peripherals where his finger's pointing. You see in a cubby off in your peripheral to your right, in one of the cubbies, just sitting on a bench staring at you guys intently, is a giant. Kill him. You can have as many bones as you want.
Can I have one of the bones now?
No.
You want me to kill him with?
Your hands.
That worked so well.
Can he get his first teardrop?
Yeah, right. He's gonna have to wear some colors after this to avoid some parts of town.
Or we can dump your body in the lava and be done with it. Your choice.
So literally, this prison is like Lord of the Flies
Mm-hmm. Got it.
with a lava pit.
I'll take my chances with the giant.
Oh, that's exactly what I wanted to hear. He immediately hops off of you and like picks you up from the back of your trousers, sets you straight, and like dusts off your shoulders, and just kind of cocks his head and smiles at you. He's missing a couple front teeth. They look actually sharpened,
Yeah, figured.
It's jail.
and as you see that they're sharpened, and you look back down at the buffalo, you can see bite marks. He's been just gnawing on this thing.
I'll make my way to the giant then.
Let's go. You didn't give you like a bone weapon?
No, he said I had to do it with my hands, but I'm still not doing it with my hands.
What are you gonna do with?
As you approach the giant, he just kind of
Personality.
watches you.
His smell.
I don't speak
In a
giant
sulfur
either,
pit.
so-
If you can outsmell a sulfur pit, you are killing
Is there anything else? So you said there's other remains, right?
There's some, really close to lava's
Bless
edge.
you.
There's some humanoid remains, like skeletal, half burnt away, the other half just lying there. Kind of like Anakin Skywalker being burnt in the lava, half his body there, but if he had died.
Okay, I'm gonna go take a bone.
Okay. They're pretty brittle.
Of course they are. Is there any other bones that are not that brittle?
The sturdiest is maybe the skull.
Okay.
How many
Still have teeth?
what do you take?
Does it still have teeth?
Yeah.
I'll take the skull.
You take the
I'm
skull.
gonna go find a rock. I mean, is he still watching me?
Oh, he's eyes locked on you.
The giant?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're gonna turn back to the party. So, spider it is.
I'm gonna. gonna reach out to my sword.
You're gonna reach out to your sword? Okay.
Not summon it. Just like try and talk to it.
Yeah.
Hey, Dick. Can we talk?
I don't know that I like being called Dick, but
I don't like somebody trying to take away my vision. So.
I'm not trying to take away your vision. I'm trying to offer you vision.
Okay, sure. Are you able to talk to your brothers and sisters?
Oh, certainly.
Are they able to talk to their companion? Well, obviously, because I'm talking to you in an ethereal plane. The other swords can talk to their companions even when they're away.
Yes.
Can you tell the Sword of Hate? I'm sure you were listening. You were always listening. Could you tell the Sword of Hate, or not the Sword of Hate, the Sword of Acid, his companion? Can you tell him the plan that we're brewing here?
Why would I do that? You've been nothing but a dick to me.
Well, it'll help us get another one of your siblings.
Will you promise to use me?
Sure.
I'm gonna hold
I
you
use
to
you
that.
quite a lot. I use you all the time.
No, you know what I mean.
Oh,
No, you're
no,
dead.
I can't do that, sorry.
You certain about that?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Alright, well, shit. I'll look at you two. Can either of your swords tell the Sword of Acid to tell Rittz our plan?
I don't know what you're talking about. Looking at the other guard and like the guard guy in the room.
He's just staring at you, talking about swords.
I mean, swords. I
Can
need your
can
sword back home.
Can you guys get a message to Rittz? Anybody?
I think I can maybe try to reach out to him.
Let them know our plan.
Hey there, sort of. Hey, can you?
What?
Well, I know we haven't talked a lot.
No.
I need a favor.
Ugh. Favor?
Yes. This is in regards to the Sword of Acid. He needs
Oh,
to.
that asshole? I don't like him.
Well, this is the favor I need. Can you tell him to reach out to Rittz and tell him the plan for the spider?
Sure.
Much appreciated.
Acid?
Whether you're why.
Gosh, I hate your fucking voice.
Yeah, well, you all the sort of hate. You hate everything.
No, I just hate you.
Okay. Sure.
So, they have this plan
Mm-hmm.
with a spider
A spider.
and, like, a pit.
Spider in a pit.
Uh-huh. And the spider's gonna go, like, down the pit,
Mm-hmm.
and it's gonna somehow
Itsy
have...
bitsy spider climb down the prison.
Uh-huh. Yes. Ew, I hate that, too.
Upcake the lava.
Okay,
Burn the spider
stop.
bits.
I am actually really enjoying this stupid poem, and I don't like that. I hate that I'm liking it, so you just need to stop.
Could you hurry up?
I would if you shut up.
Is this a family meeting?
Ew.
Chiming in.
No, I hate you. I hate your voice, too. Go away.
Oh, okay. Disconnect.
Just hold the talk to that one. So, the spider's gonna go, like, down, and somehow this spider has a little bag of holding on it. I don't know where the spider came from, I'm not gonna lie. They were talking, and I hate when they talk, almost as much as I hate when you talk.
Yeah, you're not pleasant to talk to either.
I'm a fucking delight.
Okay.
I'm gonna be done, and you can convey.
Alright. In a muffled voice.
Disconnect. It's a Zoom call.
Yeah.
Hey, Rittz, are you killing things without me? Are you listening? Are you killing things without me? You promised we'd kill things together. Now I'm stuck in some, like, weird jacket pocket. I don't know. It's making it really hard to talk.
Who is this? It's your sword.
No, but you don't.
It's
You can
the
talk?
sword of acid. You know, the one that you're supposed to kill things with.
I think this heat is getting to my head.
Hey, are you listening? There's a plan that we could get back together, kill things. I'm supposed to tell you.
And what's that?
There's a spider that's gonna come down the hole with a bag of holding that you're gonna jump into.
Yeah, when?
I don't know. Sometime soon, I think. I don't know, just hang out. I'll come down.
Down the hole.
Down the hole. The itsy bitsy
I
spider,
don't know
get
if I'll
down
be
the
able to
lava
find
hole.
that hole.
Get down the prison hole.
We'll see if I can find the entrance again.
I think there's only one hole.
Yeah. As black as black can get.
Sure, but whatever. I'll see you soon.
Disconnect. Yeah.
I think the spider plan's gonna be our go-to.
All right then. Well, there's an inn for you guys to go discuss some more matters of your plan if you need to, or you can leave the jail and return incognito at that point. Anyhow, I don't really need to know the details at this point. I just need to not be involved and you guys to reach your way to this witch. And it'd be useful if the guards could be returned to their normal state and the item returned. It would help.
You didn't tell us what item that we're looking for.
It's a sword.
Interesting.
Any
Yes.
kind of sword? Swords are everywhere. I can get you a sword.
It seems like it's a family heirloom.
Do you really like this guy?
Who? No. But he pays almost everybody in the city.
I know, you should really
And,
rethink that. It sounds
what
like a
if-
dictatorship.
Galavantar said that he
called
needed that sword
capitalism.
to help him
Ew.
get 2 ends in one.
And he would, after it was
You're the sort of
returned,
hate
talk
for
to
every
Lord
now.
Karth himself when he returns to town.
Okay. Fair enough.
There hasn't been word on Galavantar in a while, though.
Well,
Elvin's been spotted around the city.
Elephants?
Elvint.
No way! Like recently?
Yes.
perhaps
Last
we'll talk to.
couple of weeks, yes.
Are you still the sort of
perhaps
hate?
we'll
Or are
talk
you
to him
darling?
before we talk to
Darling.
Whatever you prefer.
She made that darling's actual voice.
We'll go get it.
Did she just emulate our voices that we've been doing?
No, I just did the voice of hate for Darling. Whoops.
Yeah. Okay, back to Rittz.
Ew.
I'm excited for this. I want to see what happens. Let's go, Rittz.
Don't die.
Hit him with them teeth.
So, it didn't take me much time to grab the skull, so I did want to look through and see if there was any doors.
Doors? No.
No doors. So it's
Basically,
all up
you've
and
got
down.
like a rocky path and then pools of lava all the way around these rocky paths that split off all the way to these little cubbies that go up wall. You're in like a dome
Yeah.
that's very flat. You can see.
Well, I'm thinking of walls that lead out.
Just the one that you,
Went down.
yeah, or
All
came
down?
from. Yep.
Okay. Can I, break the skull down?
Yeah. Strength check.
No, that's not gonna happen. Strength check.
I wish there was a way for you to like unadorn or undon like all your items that you have.
Alright, let's just skip that one.
Just skip. You're not gonna.
No.
What is it when you doff your items? You, like, shed your gear, you doff it. To remove, yeah. Doff it.
I'm gonna go. So with the skull,
Makes sense with Dawn.
Don and doff, yeah.
I'll go talk to the
That's never
giant.
Doff.
Get doff.
Okay. As you approach, he stands up and he's. Yeah. Exactly. And as he stands up from behind him on his bench, he grabs a club that looks like it's a bone from a buffalo. The dude sends you here? He's really actually well spoken for a giant. It's kind of a pretty voice.
What did you call him?
Dirt.
Yeah. Do you get along with him?
No, I do not.
Well, he's fixing on having you killed.
Well, everybody here wants everybody else killed, most certainly. You do realize that he employs this with everybody that comes through here.
Well, I can see the bones.
Yeah, you can see the bones.
Yeah, hence why I'm not attacking you.
I'm what you would consider the peacekeeper here in this society of ours here.
How tall is he?
He's about a 10-foot.
Can he reach the lip of the drop?
Cubby?
No, the drop that I went down.
Oh, no.
No?
No.
What if I stood on his hands?
Maybe.
He just like lifted you up.
Cheerleader style.
Are you looking for something? Food?
Yeah, I'm looking at
bones,
a way to get out
a
of here.
cubby, a way out of here.
Yeah.
I think most of us are looking for a way out of here.
So what's the chances of you possibly helping me out?
Me helping you out. You see, I need dirt out of my way.
And you can't do that?
I could do that if I was assured that nobody would be coming behind me.
That's easy.
How can I trust you?
Well, you're tall. I have an idea of trying to climb out of here.
Can you go shut the laundry room door?
Yeah, sorry.
My plan is to climb out through the hole I came in. And I need some bones to do it.
Ah, stabbing into the walls or attempting to.
Yeah, attempting to.
And you don't think that's been tried?
Has it?
Yes.
What are you in here for?
Oh,
Paper check. I'm not judging you. I'm in here as well, so.
you see, I'm in here for stealing apples.
That doesn't seem right. Whose apples?
You're quite witty. Probably too smart for your own good. We'll leave apples aside at the moment.
I'm in here because of my mom.
She must be one heck of a lady.
So I hear.
Some nobleman lusting after her.
All I know is. I'm
She's
in
slept
here
with too
because
many
of my
men.
mom. Probably.
Oh. Shit luck, sir.
So no chance you'll help me out.
Unless I can trust you. No. I would say this. If you can get dirt to leave that carcass for a couple hours, I think we could safely move on by.
Just a couple hours?
But he sleeps in the carcass.
Why do I have a feeling that he has bested you?
Did you not just get twirled in the air and sat on? by dirt. Just because I am tall of stature does not mean that that short stature being can't inflict some harm. It's delicate here, the balance. Dirt's got probably a third of the people on his side.
What people?
You look around and you see others in the cubbies. Some are paying attention to this conversation that are, 100 feet away in a different cubby.
Just join in a gang, I swear.
And then there's some that are far off that are not really paying attention at all to anything that's going on there, just lounging in their cubby. Nobody's really doing anything. People are just staying in their spots.
Did we think about how long it'll take the spider to climb up the tunnel?
It's not that long, is it?
We don't know.
Well, it's more than 10 feet because the giant can't just reach out of it.
A spider can web its way down.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Spider webs its way down to the ground, webs its way back, it climbs back up that way, climbs out of the hole. I mean, she can shapeshift
My
wild shape
speed
for an
is
hour.
20 feet climbing. As a spider?
So, if I were to say I could bind him to the point where he couldn't react,
Couldn't react, that sounds quite pleasant. Yes, we could dump him in the lava at that point.
and they can't move, you think that would be enough?
If you dump him in the lava, yes.
Me dump him in the lava.
If you think you have the skill to, yes. I'll definitely trust you at that point.
Really still a child.
How far is he away from me?
He's about 50 feet. I mean, you can see that as clear as I do.
I was talking to you. The DM, I'm not talking to him.
I know. I was talking to you in game.
In a sassy tone. Damn.
Alright, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go over to Dirt.
Or you just start stalking over back towards dirt.
No.
Oh.
I don't even know if this is gonna work, but I'm gonna try it. So, I'm gonna get within 30 feet of him and cast this blood curse of binding on him.
He's just like crouching, staring at you.
Yeah, he probably doesn't know what it is, but it's fine.
Okay.
So, saving throw of 14. Strength saving throw.
Yeah, I'm wearing heavy armor.
I'm just glad a jail allows magic.
But
I want to play too.
Didn't say.
what's your AC?
19.
I got the Ring of Protection.
And then I'll amplify it.
So do I.
Okay. Let's amplify you.
My ring of protection takes me to 19.
Mithril half plate plus 1. Ring Protection.
Do I have just regular metal plate?
And then the shield, repulsion shield, gives a plus 1 to AC. Although it's weird, it doesn't factor it in, so I had to manually add it as another bonus, or a customized bonus. So there's shield.
What's amplified?
It just lasts for a minute.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he got a 6.
Okay.
You kind of see him. What does it look like to you?
What does it look like?
Mm-hmm.
How do you make it?
How do I make it work?
Mm-hmm.
It takes the little to no blood that he's got, and it pours out his eyes and kind of just wraps around him.
Whoa.
Kind of like shadow possession.
Sure.
Blood bending.
Mm-hmm.
Damn. That's pretty gnarly.
So he is locked up by his own blood. What are you doing now?
Wow.
Can the giant see it?
Yeah. The giant stood up and taken a couple steps behind you. Not menacingly, keeping his distance.
You see that there? He won't have a reaction, and he cannot move now.
How long does it last?
About a minute, so you better hurry.
No, you're gonna throw him in.
I'll throw him in there, but you're gonna club him.
Club him?
You've got the club.
No, you can just toss him.
No, that doesn't work that way.
You stay in front of me.
Sure.
So, he starts following you.
Mm-hmm.
What do you do when you approach? Dirt.
Well, I mean, he's got to be within 5 feet, right?
Yeah.
I'll just stand there and wait for him to club him.
He just goes boom. You hear a cracking of his skull, and he like slumps in your hold,
In the hole.
and then the giant steps back.
Easy as that, right? And then I'll grab his feet and pull him to the edge of the lava and kick him in.
Okay.
Wow.
As
That
you
did
kick
not
him
take
in,
much convincing.
you hear a bunch of footsteps dropping from their cubbies. And as you look up, the third that Odir mentioned are starting to come towards you.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to turn to the other side of the party.
Well, if you want to sneak in, I can make you invisible as a spider for up to an hour if you want.
I'm going to get up and leave them.
I think it's best if we leave.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Um,
And you have
He
housing
opens
for
the
us?
door. No, the gods don't pay for anything. You may go now.
Alright. Well, let's get on with it.
exit the building.
Once we're
It's raining outside. The mud's getting thicker.
I think it's better to go sooner than later. I mean, if I'm being honest,
It smells something awful in there. Yeah. Poor
no,
Ritz.
I was just thinking that they probably expect us to break them out at night, not the second we walk out of the building.
Well, whenever you're ready, I can make you invisible.
I
Well-
don't know.
somebody, or even more than one person,
There's about 30 guards still in there.
we're outside.
I know. I'm just letting you know.
We can go inside the bag of holding. Now she's gonna be taking with her, so at least she's not by herself. No?
I feel like this plan is risky enough. Having one person in the bag of holdings. If things go wrong, I don't want to jeopardize all of our positions. Putting all our eggs in one basket.
TPK.
Yeah. Right.
The more people that are in a bag of holding, the less time they can survive. So,
How many guards are around that hole?
In the hole?
No, around the hole.
30.
Just standing around the hole?
They're still all in there.
Is the hole inside or is it outside?
It's inside the shack.
Oh.
Okay.
yeah, it's one person in a bag can survive for 10 minutes, but for every person you add that halves that number. So,
Okay. I just.
We can send him down a potion if he needs help.
No offense, I'm not really too worried about Ritz. I'm worried about my girl Rat. Going down into a jail. All by herself. And I'm sorry, but we've met Ritz. He starts trouble literally everywhere he goes.
Uh,
I
Good-
mean, the
good
sooner we
point.
get him, out, the better, right?
Sounds like
Yeah,
he
I'm
would.
Okay.
okay. Whatever.
Okay, sure.
Knowing Ritz, he'll need to be saved sooner rather than later with the amount of trouble he attracts.
Yeah, but
You want to know something?
What?
I could try talking to my brothers.
Pick it up. About?
Well, I've been actually referencing his visual scans
It's just cold.
This person you're interested in?
What?
So, us swords can not only talk to each other, but we can see what each other sees, and we're attached to a person, and so, this person that you're looking for is, well, his sword, he's starting a riot.
Ugh. I knew that.
He is
I hate him too.
starting a riot down there.
Kind of like, I knew it. You can't trust Rittz not to start trouble.
Classic.
What about plan B? We all hop in the bag of holding like you suggested. She takes us down there, and then we take the alternate path out?
If we plan B, we're not making it out of the bag of holding. You said half. 10 minutes by half.
I'm saying, she
Times
gets us
6.
She gets us all down
Or
there.
4.
So,
What's
real
10
quick
minutes at a
before
time?
while they're talking, if I were to ether walk, does that turn me like? Can people still see me?
You're gonna have to read the description to me real quick, and I'll.
Say
Yeah.
That or she gets down there and he gets in quick and they dip, but
Well,
I can't imagine
we know?
Rittz actually going, oh yeah, let's get into a bag of holding and get me out of here once he's already started a problem. Not only does he start problems, but then he feels like he has to finish problems.
Well, how do we know where the exit is if we don't go in that way?
it's true. Well, it sounds like he's gonna need our help now.
I agree.
Well then, ask your sword if anybody else is helping him.
We're gonna turn back to Ritz, and Odier raises his club and goes,
So close.
"Riot!" and his side jumps down.
You need a bag of holding.
which is 2/3, correct?
Yeah,
She doesn't realize, she would just get
and now we're gonna go back to the party.
Really think
Oh,
about
come
it.
on! Come on! Oh, that's so many
There's a second
plans!
problem. The bag of holding only holds 500 pounds. I believe I've got close to 100
I'm
pounds
surprised
of
that
stuff
his
in
side
there.
walked
So
down as
it
soon
wouldn't
as
hold
the
all
other
of us
side
even
did.
if we wanted to.
It's turning into
So you can only have
gang
one
in New
bag
York
of holding?
status.
Well, I think that's what we could do
Don't
in the
three of you
meantime.
have bags of holding though?
Not allowed, they don't know I have one, shush.
Sorry. Extra sketch.
I mean, honestly,
Just because you pay attention to me
I'm
doesn't mean
ready.
anybody else does.
yeah. They promise you'll be
Wait,
alright.
did you end it for the night?
No, I have
As
not.
long as I don't get killed in the spider, I'm good.
Okay, we're gonna take a quick break.
I only
Just
got
quick
2 hit
break.
points.
One. All right. Thank you. We are back to it. If you're still watching the stream at this point, or you're catching us later on in the week, don't forget to like, subscribe, any of that type of stuff. So, super appreciate it. Oh, my phone's.
I was like,
I was like, where's that coming from?
I was like, writers just watching her.
And that's why I have the headphones on.
as we're playing. That's,
So,
that's
Yeah. Anyhow, so we just got back from phasing over to Rittz as Odor behind him. Now we're back to the other players that are trying to determine if they're going to send a little itsy bitsy spider down a lava tube.
Can I have the?
Yep, I'm taking the bag of holding off, and I'm. Let me check what's in it real quick.
I like that we had a break and then everybody gets up.
Yet. I'm sorry. You started it
I
right.
know, but I'm talking about this one.
That's fine.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're talking about me?
Yeah, we just had a break and now you're up.
Moving around the corner, are we out of sight from any guards or anybody nearby?
There's what? Sorry.
Moving around the corner, are we out of sight from guards?
You're in front of the shack, but if you move around,
That's what I mean, move
it's
around.
the slums. There's people moving and
Yeah,
around.
like guards.
No, not really. Most of them are still inside the building. None of them filtered out yet.
Cool. I'm gonna take the bag holding off, hand it to Rad.
Okay.
Brad, do you have a way?
Rad.
Rad
I
the
was,
man.
I was waiting on which one you'd call her. What Rad? I was like, ooh.
Brad, do you have a way of communicating in case you get in trouble?
We have setting some.
Could
You
you?
need.
Yeah. Okay, you hooty hoo. I will
All right.
misty step into the pit,
Okay.
and then you will feather fall me down.
Perfect.
Deal. That's our backup plan. I will come in fighting.
Come and swing and
Actually, I'll come in invisible because I'll have my hood up.
Hey, you're turning her
Yes.
invisible.
Actually,
yes, up to 1 hour.
Never mind.
Don't you have feather fall?
No.
Don't you have fly? What? Since when? Bullshit.
After I hand her the bag,
Mhm.
I am say you're turning her invisible, right?
Yes, I
I'm gonna
am.
turn around and walk back into the jail,
Okay.
and I'm gonna poke my head in real quick.
The guards, at least in the front, kind of turn to you and go,
Never mind. I guess I
is
won't
the
do that.
captain still here?
Because we
Yes.
talked about this
Okay.
before.
Can you ask him if he can surrender Ritz's belongings to us because Ritz did carry some of that stuff was the party's and not specifically his. If he could surrender those belongings to us.
you can check it out through a process of paperwork. It'll take a couple days.
Days.
Some of these belongings we kind of really need.
I'm afraid it's already been checked in and processed, so you're going to have to check through the proper paperwork and process.
Fine.
God, I hope they send me my sword.
Alright,
if they're
can you
gonna
hand me the
try and
paperwork?
send me.
Yep. And they hand you a stack. There's a sheaf.
I take it
I feel
and I
like-
immediately stick it into my backpack. I'm like,
Librarian and
okay.
his intern
And I go to leave.
can knock out this paperwork in no time.
I turn into a spider.
I'll cast invisibility on you.
Perfect. And I head in.
Anyone
Okay.
ever thought about like
Um,
distracting the guards?
Invisible spider.
Invisible spider, but 30 guards in a small shack. You're going to need to make
And make sure you don't get stepped on.
Just walking the
an acrobatics
halfway,
check.
just dodging foot.
What would that be if a spider?
So are they not allowed near the hole?
Acrobatics is
They're
dex.
not jumping into it.
But they can go and look like curious.
Yeah, they can
go
they
look.
can look down. It's just a black hole to them, though. They can't see the bottom.
That's all I was
17.
curious.
Okay.
Someone
You
would
dodge
just
the
drop
first
her
couple
off.
5 as they're like milling over there, but with your 8 eyes, you're like, oh, those are big feet. Go ahead and make another acrobatics check.
21.
Okay. You scuttle, and can't quite clinch yourself, but it's a spider forward, but you keep moving forward, and luckily a couple of them are actually standing at the railing. You have one more check to make.
Done as fast as possible right now.
Alright, let me put me and my intern on it.
Oh no.
Divvy up the paper.
No. Like, we need to get this done before
5?
this starts.
Okay. As you're almost
I think
to
we got
the edge,
2 minutes.
Alright, let's
You
divvy
get-
this up.
clipped. One steps on 2 of your legs and like kind of, they don't really notice it because you're a spider, but as they lift their foot off, because you're not used to your sticky feet, it flings you into the hole without attaching to the side of a hole. You're falling down the center right now at a rapid pace. What are you going to do about that?
Die. That's it. Don't die.
Back at the party, we're divvying up the paperwork. We need to get this done in like the next 2 minutes because this is going to be our distraction for when they're coming out.
Alright, so 4 ways if we can disseminate the paperwork evenly.
Yeah.
Any pricing matters, bring to me. I can answer them, but administrative paperwork.
Who are you
is
giving
my
it to?
business. Sorry.
Oh, you 4. Okay.
Yeah, that's 4.
Yay.
It's going to be a
Doesn't have to
performance
be
check
perfect,
for
it
you.
just needs to be convincing, okay?
It's going to be a history check for you. It's going to be a deception check for you.
Oh yeah.
And for you, it's just going to be an athletics.
I'm
Me?
gonna
Yeah.
use my flash of genius on all 4 of us to give us each +5 to our roll.
Wait, is this...
And we're going to flash back to Rittz. Everybody's running towards the center because it all connects in the center platform where the buffalo is.
Is it gonna take me a minute to break off 2 ribs?
Yeah, you're going to need a strength check. It's bone.
Is this within the 2-hour period that I have disadvantage on?
Yes. It's only been about an hour.
What the hell is the big guy's name? What was the hey?
what a shame.
What was the giant's name?
That's still good.
My name is Odir.
Oh dear! Put your foot in the rib cage of this carcass real quick.
Do you not see people running towards
Yeah,
us?
you
And he
got-
grabs his club
each one
and
of us
starts
a
running
+4.
towards.
All right. Well, that big guy's gonna take at least.
Tell the sword to tell the sword to tell Ritz we're coming now.
8.
I don't have a sword.
So that
Yeah, you.
I can't
you-
just
you-
step
so-
into it real hard.
Tell the sword to tell the sword
No, you're wrestling with the
Tell
bone.
Ritz.
You can try again.
we're coming right now. Go back to where
11.
you came from.
I got 0 on strength.
Sword.
Okay.
No.
All right.
You got
feel like
maybe
you
one
want
time for one more.
Well, if you've seen everything
Yank at
I've
it.
seen, you know what I'm about to ask of you. Can you please inform Rich's sword?
All right.
I don't like me being.
I will catch the next
I don't
person
think so.
I see that's an enemy on fire.
18.
18.
I don't deal
You
fire.
break it,
Okay,
but just
Huh?
one.
that's fine.
You do.
Oh,
Sword of
okay.
hate is a fire.
It's like a
fire
baseball
sword.
bat size.
You got like +4.
I don't know.
Curved.
I don't know what I'm
I
doing.
will
If I'm
catch the next enemy on fire for you.
Okay, back to the other side of the party
burning
since
fire,
they're doing
like
something
ashes.
here.
Got it. Ashes.
Ashes.
Deal.
Ashes. Deal.
Well,
Okay. I communicate all that
To the
to
sword
Ritz's.
acid.
Yeah.
Hey, they're coming right now. You need to get back to the hole and get with the party
This
members
is-
so we can be reunited and murder things.
This is right when you're getting rushed. And you just snap the bone off.
back-
Like
get
people
to
are,
the
are
hole.
almost upon you right now.
Get back to the hole so we can leave.
So
and kill
then
things.
I'll enter my ether walk then, I guess,
Miss Spider?
to go through and out and around.
I missed what happened with the spider down the well.
She's falling.
She's falling.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Can the spider? I was gonna
I
say,
was
can
gonna
spiders
say,
shoot their web?
can I try and shoot a web? I
Yeah,
don't know how
most
that
certainly.
works.
You can attempt to. We're gonna say that's gonna take. At this point, we're gonna make you roll a survival check.
What is
You mentioned spider.
No, I changed my mind. I want nature since you are.
I mean,
Nature is intelligence.
intelligence? I was gonna say I,
No.
only I have like the main.
I have a
6.
question. At what level does physics apply to the real
Oh
world?
no!
Because a
What do you
speeder's
mean?
terminal velocity is not enough to actually kill it.
Yeah. Imagine a small
It's
spider.
like a squirrel.
Like a spider.
A squirrel you can throw from an airplane and it'll survive because its terminal velocity isn't enough to kill it.
Okay, you said it, so it's intelligence check because I have
It's a
my
fun fact
5
for
on
you. In
that.
case you didn't know.
Insects can
In case you
fall.
didn't know, fun fact: a squirrel's terminal
Plus,
velocity
well, you
is
got a
not
plus
enough to
5
kill
as
it.
well.
Wait, I have a plus.
So it
5.
doesn't matter how high you throw the
No.
squirrel from. It
I gave
will
us a
survive.
+5.
Never mind. Try to sneak it.
In
Yeah,
fact,
I
I think
know with
I
her.
don't know the exact number, but
Negative
to
2.
-2.
for a squirrel,
You don't know how to work your.
My
Butt
web.
web.
Oh, that's
Well, I
how
don't
are
know,
you gonna
roll to die from falling. It
Well,
has to fall
you're
long
thinking
enough
about
that
falling.
it
And if
starts
almost
to...
fails, you crash in.
That's what
I
I'm
can't
thinking.
imagine a
And
spider
I
is
also
a
have.
spider?
But all extra damage, just so you know,
I don't think
all
insects
extra
take fall
damage
damage.
goes to you.
Just
yeah,
life.
and also if I go down to 1, I have endurance, whatever it is.
It'll
so
revamp you.
relentless endurance, so I can go back into
She can also heal herself.
She's gonna go
And I'm
splat.
healing. So,
Okay.
well, I'm gonna fall.
You're falling.
I'm falling, and
Alright.
I'm gonna. And
You're
then-
just gonna let it.
How
Yeah.
tall is this hole?
It's 5 minutes of worth of.
Oh, it's 5 minutes?
worth of like at least bringing the hook down. So that's a long ass hole.
Can you not break and feather fall yourself?
She doesn't have Featherfall. I was wrong.
I thought you said
Yeah.
feather fall!
No.
That's what I said.
No,
I
which
don't
is
have
why
it.
we're not. Why
You can't-
I'm not just misty
I have
stepping
nothing.
down.
turn into a
to catch
flying
myself.
object?
Huh?
You can't turn into a
But
flying
then I
object?
can't turn back into. I only can turn twice.
Oh.
Yeah.
So I need to save that for to be a spider. And I can't turn back into myself and get a companion because there's nothing that could hold me that would not cause a commotion in that hole.
There's already a commotion in this.
You
Just
have
go.
To, you
Just
have to
go.
fly out of there with Rittz.
Yeah, you could.
A bird large enough to hold Ritz probably can't fit up that hole, right?
No, but I mean, bag of
In the
holding.
hole.
She
10 by
can
10.
speed fly up instead of
Yeah.
going like a spider climb up.
Yeah.
Because she doesn't have her web now, but
She'll
she
just
can.
be seen by the guards.
But wait, that's metagaming. Let's just stop. She can figure out her own.
yeah.
Just don't go
I'll just
towards
do
the
what you
light.
do now.
For this chaos right
Can you
He
ask
welcomed
your
it.
sword? This is, again,
Again.
more sword communication.
Oh, I promise you so much.
Dude, no, not to that one anymore. We're done. We're good.
Okay.
I need you to ask Kirad's sword to tell us when she's flying out of there, and that's the time that we're gonna like coming out, and that's when we'll open the door to return the papers.
So wait.
Ask
So the hole. You wanted some
You're
real life
asking
physics
me
for
to
you.
Ask me. I'm Kirad's sword.
Oh, that's not what you've been doing.
Ask Kirad's.
Um,
ask your sword to ask Kirad's sword
I have 2 hit points.
It's about 10,000 feet.
You have
to tell
2
us when
hit
she's coming out
points
of the hole.
as a spider. Oh.
Yeah.
I guess she's your sword, but
Okay. Yeah.
You don't have to try that hard. Like, I'm freaking always here, dude.
How fast could I get there?
Well,
Could I get there?
Can you tell your sword to tell this person's sword to tell this person?
Can you tell Kirad's spear that to let us know when she's coming out?
you know what? I actually like Kieran Spear, so sure. It'll owe 2 ashes, though. Did you hear me?
Oh, this is like the Zoom call, just waiting to be answered.
Did you hear me?
He's talking to you.
I heard you.
How long did it
Two
take a
ashes.
spider to fall 10,000 feet?
I'm gonna try to
What a
talk
spider-
to the spider.
They're gonna go to ashes.
Does a spider die from falling? I don't think spiders die from falling.
No, but how long would it take to do? I feel like that would take a while.
I don't think.
Yeah, you're free falling
Do
for a
you,
while.
I don't think insects take
Well,
fall.
that
did you
means
want
you-
all of our rolls for the picture?
Yeah.
Okay.
17.
17? No, you finish yours pretty quick. Takes you probably 15 minutes.
35.
Oh,
I
okay.
finish hers.
You start just signing.
Yeah.
But you start signing.
This is very rhythmic. Oh yeah, I can do both hands.
Mhm.
I think I was
Might
a
as well.
performance check for an 18.
Okay.
and that
You're
one-
pretty similar. You're pretty well versed in all of this, so you get through your paperwork pretty slick too. Not as quick as Darling, which you're surprised by your protege.
Ah, quite the apt intern.
When you look at
Very
it,
good at
her
paperwork.
signature doesn't look like a signature. It looks like a check mark.
I'm like a doctor. It's like okay, I promise. It'll like totally fly under the radar.
It's passable. I can
Yeah.
use it.
I think it'll be great. We got this.
Sir Ben, how is your paperwork coming along?
I rolled a 20 on my
Oh,
athletics.
okay. You move through it really quick.
God, paperwork's going fast.
So we'll gather everything
Faster
up.
than the
Guess
spider can
what?
fall.
Yeah.
I just googled. Sorry.
Spiders can
And
die.
it says, many are so small that they virtually float in the air. Due to air resistance, they can never be killed this way.
Yes. I'm pretty sure that's an insect thing.
Now, if you were to drop spiders in a vacuum, they could reach a very high velocity before they are impacted.
Turns out this well, it's a vacuum.
So now we know
Who would have known?
if she has to dive off cliffs,
Due to
spider
their low weight
form.
compared to body surface area and the and the thread acting as a parachute. A true spider should survive a fall.
You don't have thread though.
Well, she's
Nope.
bad at threading.
Yeah.
She tried threading, but she didn't know how.
No butt squirts for her.
No, but
Just try again. You got plenty of time.
The suggested next Google search is how fall can a spider fall?
How fall can a spider fall?
So, you guys have been working on your paperwork for about 15, 20 minutes, depending on who's doing what. For you guys, various. You finish it pretty rapidly. She's still falling
We're just waiting for. The
with
signal.
your one brain cell.
So, when you went in and they said it would take a couple days, does that mean it's a couple days
For them to get through the paperwork?
to get through the paperwork, or like to give us the stuff?
I think it's like both.
Because what we could do is I have a bag of holding that we could tell them I have Ritz's and Ritz's had mine. So if we could just swap them.
Deceive them.
I don't think they'll swap them. I think maybe we turn in the paperwork, and once we have Ritz, you just break in there and take it.
They doffed all his gear, so they have
I
his
like
stuff.
this plan. I want his stuff. What do you think I'll find in there? Like, if I think really hard.
I think you should not think about the things you're gonna find in his special bag.
Special.
Probably
bag.
some beer. Probably lots and lots of beer.
No comment.
No comment.
Okay, I'll think about beer and then reach in.
Did you say no coffee or no,
No
comment?
No, there'd just be coffee in there. Well,
You
with
had
my
to make
other
it a group
stuff.
coffee, yeah.
Vials of blood.
Okay.
So you're submitting the paper?
I'd get everything together. Ben brought it to us, so I'd give it back to him to
Okay.
resubmit.
I would like to sneak in with them.
Okay.
But sneak in to where they can't see.
So we're gonna cut back to Ritz.
You and your chaos.
Where am I?
What do you mean?
Well, I either walked out of there. Obviously, they're all fighting in the middle.
Yeah, a huge clash happens in the middle. They are screaming, biting, kicking. Some of them are getting clubbed to death by Odor, and
And I'm gone. I'm not even.
yeah, I know. You turn around to look at you. Nobody knows you're gone. You're newbie that just killed Dirt.
I didn't kill him.
You threw him in the lava.
He's already dead.
You didn't know that.
That's fine.
Okay.
My conscience won't say otherwise.
Okay. So you're heading back towards the
Yeah.
tunnel at full
That's what they
speed?
said.
Okay. Yeah.
How fast do I get there?
It'll take you about 15 minutes to get to the light.
15 minutes to get to the light?
Yeah.
Alright, my ether walk is gone.
Okay. You can roll perception to see if anybody noticed you.
You just said they didn't.
Well, you were in the ether walk, but then you outed ether walk.
Yeah, about 10 minutes out of the way.
Yeah. Just saying.
Okay.
You don't think you're the only one that's gonna run?
No. 10.
Okay. Going to Miss Spider. You land. It does hurt. Like, you have 2 crippled legs right now. So only your left 2, and then your whole right side is functioning right now as a spider. But you're on the ground now.
Oh, once I land, I turn
It's
back.
been about 20 minutes, free falling.
It's fine.
So what's your one brain cell been telling you that whole time? I kind of want to hear the inner monologue of a spider's thoughts while she's free falling for 20 minutes.
I'm floating
Well, the
there.
first, like, 1 minute, yeah, the first 1 minute was probably,
It's funny because I was watching a video and at that point it was the wee.
here's the video I sent you.
Yeah.
The first, like, 30 seconds were probably, ee, and then the next 2 minutes were probably, wee, and then I probably started, like, singing
Oh
a
crap!
song,
Oh. Never mind.
because then I realized I just kept falling.
Itsy spider,
Yeah,
fly
honestly,
Chris
probably.
home.
I probably
Up
started
in
singing
lava,
that.
Burn the spider.
Hole.
Yeah.
Okay.
Burn the spider hole.
You hear running as you see Rich actually approach down the tunnel. Your 8 eyes are really well
You're
focused.
also invisible right now.
Yeah, I would, pretty much as soon as I landed, oh, thank goodness, and turn back into myself.
Okay, as you do,
You're still invisible.
you
Cool.
you
I
feel
thought if
pain in
something-
your foot and it is hard to walk.
It's him.
Yeah,
He's the
one
condition.
concentrating.
You are.
Let's see if there's a good.
Condition.
As a sword, I'm gonna ask, how's it going?
Well, I didn't die yet.
I'm gonna say this because of your foot. We're gonna say you're quasi half restrained, so you have movement speed essentially.
Well,
It hurts.
You can always use him to kill everyone around you.
You can move your full speed, but you will take damage for it.
Okay. But I see Rittz coming.
Yeah. You think it's a wraith. It's not the sword in your head. It's
This is a wraith.
you. Whatever you think the tunnel's speaking. The tunnel's speaking to you at this point. You're hearing voices that aren't normal voices that you hear in your head.
Oh, the heat.
I'm here to save you.
I think I might just pass out from all this
Hey,
heat.
hey, she's right in front of you.
It's
I'm
me,
seeing through my friend's eyes.
Mad.
Just go to the hole and stand still.
I think I'm
You
delusional
trust the
now.
process.
You're hearing
All these
multiple
Trust the
voices.
process, and we'll all be reunited. Just trust me.
Can I toss the bag of holding in front of me?
Yeah.
Like, to the ground in front of me?
Get in the bag.
Can you get in
Can
the
I
bag?
see the bag?
In the bag.
Get in the bag.
Yeah.
I can see the bag. It's not invisible.
Get in the bag and I'll get us
Sorry.
out.
Get in the bag.
So as soon as she transformed,
I'm still invisible.
You can't see her.
okay.
But that's why I threw the bag. So then it's.
They turned her invisible, so you won't be able to see her. Just get in the bag.
Okay.
They'll get you out.
I step into the bag.
Okay.
Take a deep breath.
10
take
minutes.
A deep breath.
I pick it up and I turn into a.
A rat.
Something that can fly out.
My first thought was a flying rat. What do I have?
It's Skitters.
I have some safe.
Like a hawk or something.
A bat.
Just a little bit.
Oh yeah, I
That'd be
think
funny.
a bat.
A bat? Okay.
Yeah. I don't know bat safe. Let me pull it up just a second.
And what is its movement speed?
So I gotta find out.
None of your business.
Plenty of my business. Might be the matter of
flying.
Rittz having oxygen or not.
Well, you said it's 10,000 feet, isn't it? That whole-
Yeah, but it's your flight speed is for every 6 seconds.
Yeah, but I think it's still halved, right? Would it still be halved?
Mm-hmm.
For flight though?
Mm-hmm.
Even though it's her leg.
Not her wing.
Well, it's 30 feet, so it'd be 15. I don't know what that math is.
Call it.
I don't know how many feet a second.
That's 150 because there's 10 rounds.
Hmm?
I didn't
Per
hear
minute.
her for a minute, so
What?
What?
It's
I didn't hear her.
There's
for a minute, so I was
150.
like, what is she?
per minute.
Oh, I don't know. I didn't see.
Oh, I don't know.
So
I was just saying,
That's
she's in the
it's only
bathroom or not.
1,500 feet.
Yeah, you're not getting out.
I mean, even if you're moving at full speed, it would only be 3,000 feet.
Could she dash fly, so double speed?
Oh yeah, she could dash fly, but even then it's 6,000, even if she wasn't crippled.
Bad idea, bad idea.
Try to warn everybody.
Can we, go back on that?
Are you gonna attempt it?
No, give
You
me
can
a
start
second.
taking suffocation damage and keep going.
I could turn into something else that's larger and more,
Probably
noticeable.
smarter.
It'd be more noticeable.
Well,
It-
we're
even
gonna
if
cause a distraction.
It'd have to have 50,000, or it'd have to have 50 movement speed for you to be able to get out of the hole.
Well, a giant eagle would give me 80. But halved is only 40.
Get a distraction.
You can take pain.
Well, I mean, she can. If you're an eagle, you can carry him outside the bag.
Yeah. If you
You're
can,
also-
That's true.
But
Yeah.
you're going right into a shack.
Because I
With
can
a
carry
few guards, yeah. It won't be under disguise anymore. Are you still invisible?
it should still be invisible.
So if I'm carrying, would he be invisible too?
No.
No.
I don't think so.
No, he would just be like
Yeah.
Superman. They just see Rittz Superman out of the hole.
So that'd be
You could try it
400,
with him in the bag and take damage for movement.
400 feet per minute if she's a
Huh?
Am I doing that math right? You said it's every 6 seconds.
Yeah, but if she can
So
dash.
there's 10 rounds per minute, which means every
Would-
minute
'cause
she
I
can
don't
move.
know
40
what that-
without, 80 with.
So
Can
movement
I
speed
heal
80, half to
myself get rid
40.
of that at all?
40
But-
doubled by
Not
dashing
with
to
everything
80.
going on.
Okay.
80 times 10 rounds per minute is 800 feet times.
I want to logic something real quick. For invisibility,
That math is
anything
not,
that target
it's all
is
going over
wearing-
my head. So
That's why we
I
have
know,
the math
Oh,
teacher.
hey, if the eagle's carrying, it says wearing or carrying. I don't know if it, but
It's
I don't
a
know if it has
technicality.
objects though.
anything the creature is wearing or carrying.
On the target's person. I don't know if that counts as another
Right?
person.
It probably means like equipment, but I'm curious to see your interpretation.
So you're saying it's 15,000 long, right?
Times 10 rounds per minute.
That was 10,000
Times 10
feet.
minutes.
So
Yeah.
18, almost 19.
Huh? Well, it'd be 10 rounds per minute. So, and
It's a
10
DM
minutes
discretion.
is the length that they can
I'm gonna
hold their breath
roll-
without suffocating.
Not for this
So it'd
scenario.
be 8,000
Yeah, that makes
feet
sense.
Before you
It's
start
a person.
suffocating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. So my.
So
I'm
if she's
saying
debating
she
this,
need-
can I stick my head out of the bag?
We need 19
Yeah. I'm gonna
minutes.
open the bag.
19
I was gonna
minutes
say-
to get out.
Again, I guess we can communicate through swords because swords can see each other.
That's true.
It take what?
So I'm gonna.
Take
I'm
19 minutes to get out.
What he could do is you could carry him halfway, and then he could get in the bag halfway, and you switch to holding the bag.
I've told you to get out of the bag and wait for a second because we're talking to the swords.
You don't even have to tell him. All you got to do is think Rittz and reach and grab.
Pull his head out. Yeah, just. Alright, so
How climbable are the walls?
You haven't checked.
can I just say hold on?
15,000 feet.
10,000 feet.
I'm not injured either.
Oh, I thought-
10,000.
Oh, 10,000. Sorry, then it's not 18 minutes. So
Like
take
12.
12 and a half.
I was gonna say it's probably around 12.
Alright, can you just
50
hold on
minutes.
to the bag and I'll hold on to the bag with the talon. You are also in a talon holding on. When we're close to the top, get into the bag and I'll fly out.
Okay.
This
All right.
eagle's gonna be Okay.
We're gonna time it with the swords, and as soon as they're about to break the hole, we're gonna bust and go. We have all the paperwork. Okay. Again, it's really important that we get all this stuff.
Do
if you could take
we
this.
really want to be in there when
Where was the
this eagle
distraction?
comes busting through, though?
It's
Yeah.
an invisible eagle.
And leave
It's
the
an
door
invisible
open,
eagle.
please, so I can fly out.
That's why I'm saying it's like I'm gonna open the door and be like.
Plus, I'm gonna try to sneak in
Katie,
and grab Ritz's stuff while you guys.
sleight
are
of hand
doing
check.
it too.
Fritz, acrobatics check.
Oh, goody.
You performance check.
Okay.
No, bad.
Wait, I gotta pull up what the.
Can I do a stealth check to get in?
If you're trying to stealth, yeah.
Again, question
Real bad.
The 2-hour period.
You're still within the 2-hour period. It's been about an hour and
And they have
30 minutes.
disadvantage to see
Performance
me.
or persuasion?
performance.
I'm gonna use my last flash of genius to give him a +5.
19.
Natural
fine.
one.
It's a 6
I don't like these fellas.
You don't like these felts?
No, I'm not gonna use them anymore.
Not gonna use so many.
Just use your. I have a 29 for stealth.
Yeah, well,
I'm probably
that's
gonna fall.
swell, but you're gonna need to talk to the rock gnome over there. There's
That's
another door
fine.
to the right.
Huh?
There's another door to the right. That's not the kitchen.
Why do I have to take it over there? I can just hand it to you right now.
That's not my job.
She'd be coming out right now, wouldn't she?
What was yours? Did you get a natural one?
I got 9.
9? It's a struggle bus. You feel him kind of wriggling in your claws, so you kind of suspend, so you're off timing.
I'm gonna turn back and look at him and go, hey, do you mind taking this in? My head's still fucking killing me. I can't deal with these guys anymore.
From one rock gnome to another, I can get the job done.
Alright, thanks. And I'll just stand there in the doorway, just like, God, fuck.
Always trust a gnome to do the job.
I'll turn
the
back
drow won't.
to the guard and I'll go like, you know, it was a fucking accident. I was trying to disarm him for you guys so it'd be easier. You didn't have to knock me out.
You drew a weapon in the presence of 30 guards.
I drew his weapon, the guy you were trying to arrest.
It's still a weapon. And you made a sudden movement.
No.
It looked like
was
you
very
tripped
slow.
and were trying to pull out his sword.
I did trip, and I was,
was
trying
no
to pull out his
command.
sword. So
There was no
I saw
commands
when
given.
You guys tried to go for him. Did you not see him try and put one of you
Knife
guys
us?
under a knife?
Yes. We are aware of that.
Exactly.
That's why we clasped him irons.
If you had just let me disarm him first, then it wouldn't have been an issue. I would have put him in handcuffs, and there would have been no fight.
Well, that's a bunch of what-ifs, but it's not my problem anymore. He's in the hole. You're outside crying.
And I'm gonna keep stalling for time with this conversation.
The paperwork's still in Fizzle's hands?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And I had a 29 for stealth while I'm trying to. So I would probably sneak in the door as he's going, anyways, to try to get the stuff.
Okay.
While
Before you go in, I'm gonna hit you with. Oh no, I can't because I'm in the doorway. I don't think you can stealth it.
I'll take papers to the other rock gnome. Here are the paperwork that we need to relinquish the prisoner's equipment.
Processing will take about 3 days.
Is there anything that can speed things up from one rock gnome to another?
And what do you mean? Lovemaking?
Well, if it comes to that, maybe, but
You're a little old for me.
ouch. Well, that's fair. Well, anything to help expedite
Come
the
on,
process?
guys.
That's fair.
Experience speaks wonders. Come on. Come on.
Anything
We
to
don't
help
need to.
expedite the process?
No. I'm a god of the realm.
3 days, you say?
3 days.
Alright, we'll be back in 2. I'll leave.
Roll persuasion.
I would still like to try to get in and get it myself.
What'd you roll?
29 for stealth.
Okay, you can try.
It's at 8.
Okay. He watches you leave
Yeah,
and lets you leave.
I'm out of there.
Okay.
Would you like me to sleight of hand after the stealth?
Sure.
Okay. 19.
What do you think you're doing?
They have disadvantage to see me. A sneakies.
You failed your check.
For sleight of hand.
No, for stealth.
I had it for 29.
You have 30 guards in this building and you tried to stealth again.
No, once with him to get the stuff.
30 guards.
They're all
and
having eyes on this one room.
There's no space to move. Are you invisible?
Yeah, I have my elven hood up. It makes me camouflaged.
Camouflage isn't invisible.
It gives me disadvantage to being seen.
That's nice. You didn't pass my check.
Okay. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm lost and confused.
Well, get out.
Okay, fine.
What are you doing? Okay, we'll leave.
At what point do these guards go, okay, this group is beyond control. We need to move them out of the building.
You can ask that later.
Again, have we gotten word
You
from the
two can
swords?
get some inspiration for that. That was funny.
Have we gotten information from our swords about this eagle coming out? It can't be that much of a difference.
God, you probably
Roll stealth.
probably hear it.
At advantage because they're invisible?
No.
You should have turned it into a giant owl because their flying is silent.
20.
Okay. Roll a d6.
29 versus 20.
5.
You win that.
Yes. Oh my god.
She goes. "Whew." The guards kind of turn and go, "Ah, man, that's a foul stench of sulfur."
I thought one of you
Hope
just
they're
ripped
okay.
ass.
Just
No, I farted. I'm sorry. You got nervous.
She got it.
The silent,
What are you doing? Get out of here! I'm sorry.
the silent but deadly.
I opened up the door and I'm like, what? And I walked.
as this is happening, you're watching her do this and kind of shake. You kind of just glide up, and as you are about to fall, because you kind of stopped flapping to come out of the hole, you kind of twist in the air and twirl out the door without the guards really making notice, especially with them thinking you just ripped ass.
You're welcome.
Did you turn in the paperwork?
Yes, he said 2 days.
Jesus Christ. Has our sword said anything to us yet about this? Because they can see from each other's eyes? I'd imagine they would.
Yeah.
Fucking. We'll be back for his shit. I'll see you guys later. God damn it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna head out.
Okay. In the town?
Yeah, I'll probably just land.
Land?
Somewhere.
Yeah.
Still invisible.
He's still in a bag.
Yeah, release him and uneagle
In
and
the town.
No, I was
reach in and grab
in
him.
the town?
Huh?
In the town?
A bag
Oh,
just
that's
appears
true.
in thin air, and the
Where's wanted?
slum people are like,
That's true.
Somewhere.
You didn't just
Well,
drop
do I
it
know
on
where
your
we're staying?
group that you just
We don't
blew
have a
by?
place yet.
We
you're
didn't show up
dropped
with
in
a
the
meeting
rain
place
and the
either.
mud with no
Yeah.
cloak and
Probably
no
out of
gear.
town.
We
still in the
started
bag
in a-
though, right?
In a tavern.
No, you just got
Yeah,
dropped
There
out.
was like the meeting.
Oh, out of the bag?
Yeah.
Oh,
She doesn't know about it.
from how far up?
Not far up, but
Yeah,
you
no,
land in the mud.
That's where
and
she
it's
turned to
raining.
Eagle. I made her invisible in that meetup spot.
Your red hair is
I
noticeable.
thought we were just like right outside.
Oh, we.
Yeah, we went out.
You're right outside the.
Yeah, we went out and around the corner.
Can I hide somewhere?
Okay.
And I mean, if it helps, we can have more than one Rittz running around.
All it would take is a guard to walk out right now.
True, never mind.
That's like we need to be.
Do they see it? Do these guys see it?
Are you
Let's say
moving?
The eagle's
Well,
in the
I'm
air,
getting
invisible,
up.
right?
I mean,
Okay,
I just
you're getting
fell,
up,
right?
No,
Right.
I already landed. We didn't talk about a meeting place, so I just came out and landed.
Dumped him.
Sorry.
He's right outside right now,
There's a
guys.
bag.
I know. I know.
No,
the
he's
place.
out of the bag
I know
right
the
now.
place. So can I run?
The Ritz is out of the
Just
bag,
go.
guys.
God
Yeah.
damn
Up and
it!
run.
Yep.
We're putting Ritz back in the bag.
I'm canceling my invisibility on
I'm
her.
getting
Okay.
out of. I'm getting out of sight of the
Invisibility
jail.
on-
Okay.
Oh yeah.
He
Where's
starts
your
running
invisibility?
towards an alleyway really quickly. Are you guys following?
I'll pick up the bag.
Yeah, I'll follow.
But
Okay.
I'll wait. Is he invisible at least?
Nope.
I thought you just
I
cast
was
it.
gonna make him invisible.
He took off running.
Okay, I don't cast invisibility then. I'm gonna run after him.
Okay. Is everybody else?
Can I?
Yeah.
Can I stealth now?
No. You make your way through a
I'm
couple
gonna
alley.
pull out the wand of pyrotechnics in the middle of the street and start shooting them up in the air. Shooting little fireworks in the middle of the street.
Okay. And you're not following?
No,
Oh, okay. Who is following Ritz right
I'm
now?
gonna try and drag everybody's attention to me,
I'll follow him. Anyone else?
Mm-hmm.
Dread.
and I'll start shouting, "We're
You
gonna
go where
win this
Rat goes.
war!"
What?
I said I'm gonna start shouting, "We're gonna win this war!" while shooting fireworks up in the air.
Some guards peek out.
Death to the dragons!
What a fucking nut
Gosh,
job
he really
group
did hit
this
his
is.
head. That freaking
As
idiot.
soon as I run out of my 7 charges, I'm gonna stow the wand, just go, God! And start walking to the tavern very
Really
slowly.
making a name for ourselves.
We're killing
You
it.
find a
Oh, God.
small hovel that has to be unlocked with a series of patterns on the door in blood runes that your mother taught you in the city, part of your training before you knew she was your mother. And it opens a small little like leather hut, and inside is a couple bedrolls as a safe house for your guild. And actually, that's where we're going to end tonight. So thank you for letting this extend a little bit longer into the night than we normally do. And thank you for such a fun and entertaining session, really. I know not everybody got to do as much. Thank you, Deidre.
If I
But,
rolled a 1, the wand would explode in the last charge.
with that, I'm going to mention one last time, just because I'm trying to be nosy about it. Go ahead and give us a like or subscribe if you're watching this on the tail end later on in the week. And thank you for taking the time to watch our little stream here in Alaska. Super appreciate it. And next week, are we doing Grass of the Starved, or are you out? Okay,
Yeah.
next week is Grass of the Starved, so we'll have that up. Thursday is Thanksgiving, so we probably won't have a lore episode happening then. So we will figure out our next lore episode, and that will actually be with Katie, hopefully. So I'll figure that out with her. And then we're going to, Grass of the Starved. And then we're going to start working on our December schedule, because there are some dates where some things will have to shake up a little bit. So we appreciate your time, and